Hello, my name is Richard Walker and I'm a hypnotherapist. I help people overcome stress and anxiety in their lives using hypnotic techniques. Now, I should say here at the outset that hypnosis is not what most people think it is. I don't put you in a trance and then by some magic some change happens. Yes, sometimes we use formal hypnosis in the trance state, but what I need to tell you is there's nothing magic about the hypnotic state. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Because I teach hypnotherapy. Nothing magic about the hypnotic state. Milton Erickson said, and he's had a massive impact on hypnotherapy. He died in about 1980. What he said was that hypnosis is just the opportunity for doing good work. So we go into trance states. You've maybe gone to a yoga class and been in a trance state. Has it transformed your life? No. A very deep trance is sleeping. Now, it does you a lot of good to have a good night's sleep. I'll grant you that. But you don't come out a new person in the morning. Not as a rule. You pretty much remember who you were from the day before, yeah? So there's nothing special in the trance state. It's the work that you do there. That's the magic, if there is any, of hypnotherapy. It's how receptive you could become to certain words and certain word structures. And actually, you can deliver those in the waking state. You don't need someone in a deeply relaxed state. So that's interesting, isn't it? So that's where the real work is. Now, how do I work? Well, I'd see you initially for an hour. In that hour, I'd be asking, why are you here? What do you want? How do you know you have this problem? What evidence do you have? What evidence would you have if it was solved? That's a good question. And how do you think I will help with that? Now, I will ask you some questions to give me some ideas about how you respond to things, what things mean to you, how you react to things, to learn something about you so that I can get an idea in that first consultation as to what might the problem really be about, as opposed to what you're observing on the outside, if you like, the symptoms you complain about. And I'll say towards the end, I'll say, I've got a few ideas now. Do you want to know what I think? And if you say yes, I'll tell you. If you say no, that's fair enough. And I'll say, okay, you've told me this, this, and this. So I'm now thinking, this, this, and this. Does that make any sense to you? If I'm on the right lines, which I expect I will be after that little time, then I'll say, okay, good. So what I then suggest is, and I'll suggest a treatment program, a plan of action for dealing with the problem. Now, that might be one session. Smoking is one session, and we wouldn't need that initial interview. I do it on the phone as part of the process, so that's not a problem. But other things might typically take 2, most often 3 double sessions. So that would be most likely what a treatment plan would look like. And in those 3 sessions, I'll do things like I'll ask you questions because I need to work with you. I need to know what I'm working with. Remember, it's not about the magic of just putting someone in a trance and saying things to them. That's an illusion that you see from the television. Not that suggestibility is an illusion. That certainly takes place. But the idea that you're under in some way is an illusion. You're not, if someone's doing something silly on the stage that the stage hypnotist has suggested that they do, they're not under in that process. They're in their normal waking state. Just as if I helped you stop smoking, are you still under trance years later when you're still not smoking? No, you're your normal self. It's the power of suggestion. That's the thing. And unsuggesting problem states. Now, that's an interesting idea, isn't it? And what do I mean by problem states? Well, underneath a lot of problems are ideas, emotions and feelings that are not necessarily very helpful, like I'm not good enough, things don't work for me, and other feelings. And they're the things that we can get rid of that underlie most problems, and stresses and strains, and even more complex things. And so that's how I work. So we do the case history, if you like. Then we start on the process of resolving the underlying issues, the emotions, where that's relevant, and then want to clear up any other issues to make sure the new behavior that you're working towards, in other words, the thing that you said will be on the tin, as they say, be written on the tin, the thing that you were working towards, that you were paying for in the first place, and we check that that's actually happened. And that's the process. Does that make sense? If you want to ask me more, please just email me or call me. I'm happy to talk through things. I look forward to perhaps talking to you on another video. Bye for now.